Preparing for the naturalization oral exam requires more than just memorizing lines. It requires understanding the logic behind the laws. We are going to walk through the next 10 questions, examining the background of each answer to make sure they stick. Question 11 asks, what is the economic system in the United States? The answer is capitalist economy, or a market economy. In this system, private individuals, not the government, decide what to produce and what to charge. The word itself provides the answer. In capitalism, the capital, meaning the money and property, belongs to you. Question 12. What is the rule of law? The official answer is, everyone must follow the law. When the Constitution was written in 1787, most leaders were considered above the law. The U.S. system changed that, stating that no one, not the president nor Congress, is exempt. Think of a measuring ruler. It measures every person exactly the same way, regardless of their power or status. These two concepts, the right to own your labor and the requirement for every citizen to follow the same rules, serve as the primary pillars for how the country functions. Question 13 asks you to name one document that influenced the Constitution. While you could name the Declaration of Independence, citing the Federalist Papers is a highly accurate answer. These were 85 essays written by Hamilton, Madison, and Jay to explain and defend the proposed Constitution to a skeptical public. Question 14 asks you to describe one of the 4 amendments about who can vote. These changes were passed over a century, specifically barring the government from denying the vote based on a citizen's race, gender, or their ability to pay a tax. You only need to name one. The most recent change, the 26th Amendment, is often the easiest to remember. Citizens 18 and older can vote. Between 1870 and 1971, these 4 specific constitutional additions formally expanded the ballot box to include race, gender, wealth, and age as protected categories. It is easy to confuse responsibilities with rights, but the test distinguishes them strictly based on who they apply to. Question 15 asks for one responsibility that is only for United States citizens. A responsibility is a requirement of membership. While everyone follows the law, only citizens are required to serve on a jury and are permitted to vote in a federal election. Before we move to the next answer, try to name a specific right reserved only for citizens. Question 16 reveals the answer. Vote in a federal election or run for federal office. You can remember these as VR rights, vote and run. Question 17 asks for 2 rights of everyone living in the United States. These are basic protections that apply to anyone on U.S. soil. Use the acronym SRAPP to remember them: speech, religion, assembly, press, and petition, along with the right to bear arms. While basic protections like free speech cover anyone within the borders, the specific power to vote or hold office is restricted to those with citizenship. To answer the next 3 questions about the legislative branch, we have to look inside the U.S. Capitol building. Question 18. We elect a U.S. Senator for how many years? The answer is 6. The spelling of the word itself provides the number. SENATE is a 6-letter word for a 6-year term. Question 19. How many U.S. senators are there? There are 100. This number was chosen to protect smaller states. Every state gets exactly 2 senators regardless of how many people live there. 50 states times 2 equals 100. Question 20. The House of Representatives has how many voting members? The answer is 435. Unlike the Senate, this chamber is based on population. Larger states like California have over 50 representatives, while small states might have only 1. To keep this number from slipping away, think of it as the building's address, 435 Capitol Hill, 435. This system resolved a 1787 deadlock between small states wanting equal representation and large states wanting power based on population. By creating a 100-member Senate for equality and a 435-member House for population, the founders reached the great compromise that defines Congress today. We have covered the logic. Now, let's test the recall. I will read the question, wait 2 seconds, and I want you to say the answer out loud before I do. Question 11. What is the economic system in the United States? Capitalist economy. Question 12. What is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. Question 13. Name one document that influenced the Constitution. The Federalist Papers. Question 14. Describe one amendment about who can vote. Citizens 18 and older can vote. Question 15. Name a responsibility only for citizens. Serve on a jury. Question 16. Name a right only for citizens. Vote in a federal election. Question 17. Name two rights of everyone in the U.S. Freedom of speech and religion. Question 18. How many years is a senator's term? 6. Question 19. How many U.S. senators are there? 100. Question 20. How many voting members are in the House? 435. You now have a solid handle on the economic, legal, and legislative foundations of the test. Review this section until the numbers feel automatic, and we will move to question 21 in the next lesson.